And we are live. All right, we're gonna go ahead and cover some of the most explosive trade setups that we've been tracking for a while. And I think just to keep in mind, crypto and robotics are going to be the most explosive themes going from AI power generation. We still have a lot of those, the Oklos, the SMRs, and now we have the nano nuclear technology. So let's go ahead and finish off on that on the power generation. Let's start with that really quick. Check this out. So nano nuclear, we've been waiting for this for a minute. It is absolutely ripping. It's exploding. This is one of the 10 baggers that we talked about. Potential 10 baggers, market cap sitting at 2.3 billion, easily moves to about 20 billion market cap. Maybe it's a little less than a 10 bagger now, but it has that kind of potential, right? So we're breaking new all-time highs. We've been consolidating for the entire year. This is a 12-month consolidation. If we go back to the recent low, right? We're really been consolidating, you could say, for 2 years or 18 months, right? 16 months. So long consolidation. We're just starting to break out. How do you trade this? How would I actually look at this? We have accelerating momentum on both edges. I wouldn't want to really enter position at this point. You can if you're far out. But what you really want to look for here, let's look at the weekly chart, doing some technicals. Nano nuclear. Now, what is this stock really quick? Just quick thesis. Nano nuclear, right? Let's see if there's any new news on it. Nano nuclear is one of those power component nuclear stocks that's going to be powering and generating electricity for data centers and all power grids, all that stuff. So there's three big nuclear stocks that I've been looking at. You have Oklo, way overbought, right? This thing is overdone. I just wouldn't chase it. I've been watching. I wouldn't chase Oklo at this point. Not that the valuation is so bad. It's at a 20 billion market cap. Can it continue? Yes, but is it the best risk reward? I don't think so. SMR looks actually a lot better on the weekly chart. Let's go ahead and throw out. Look at, we're not overbought. It's still consolidating. I like SMR. It's something I would want to see, but this market cap is 12 billion, right? Oklo's at 14 billion. Thanks for, I'm already up 20%. Congratulations, Hassan. Look at, we got somebody in the chat. Hassan just joined the Discord. I've known Hassan for a while, and been a couple of years now, so he can attest to all the big moves that we've had. Right? He has, by the way, he's had Chainlink since $5. Right? He's had one of the best, $5-6. Who knows? Where'd you get Chainlink at, Hassan? Where did you first get Chainlink at? Right? So going back to SMR, right? SMR starting to accelerate, but you have Oklo at 20 billion market cap. Okay. You have SMR at 12 billion, and you have, oh shoot, where is it? Nano nuclear sitting at a 2.3 billion market cap. I'm pissed off that I missed it this morning, right? I should have been on top of this. I made a mistake. I'm still exposed to it. I have exposure, but I was like, let's wait to see if we pull back. We're breaking all-time highs. It might not flip down. I might have to buy another contract. I really don't want to chase it, but I might have to buy another contract literally in the next, before the stream ends, before when before the close. All right, but that's a beautiful chart, just absolutely ripping. Now look, this one, this is one of the top 10 baggers. I'm almost guaranteeing, right? Well, let's not say guarantee. I give it a 90% chance, 95% chance. I have high conviction this stock is a 10 bagger, right? It's a 10 bagger. They're going to have to, we're not going to talk about it. So this is a 10 bagger stock. Technicals look great. What do you want to see really going into it? Let's go to 30-minute chart. What I want to see, we have some support here at 50. I want to see a pullback. If we get this tomorrow or later in the week to 50 is one of those, numbers. 50 is a psychological level. If we can come back to 50, what is this? Oh, this is all-time highs, right? If we can come back to somewhere around here, let's make that a little thicker, then I'm definitely going to add to my position. So somewhere in this box between 50 and 52, where it's showing a little bit of support today, that's what I want to see if I'm going to enter this back up. You can chase it, go ahead and chase it, but you better have a contract that's a little further out. This is the zone I want to see for nano nuclear. I want to see some support or a pullback here. The market is running. There's a lot of really good macro backdrops, right? So yes, it is expanding, but it looks really good. This is, one of the best setups I want to see. The fact that it's breaking a 12-month, we're looking at nano nuclear. What did we say before? Like $200? Let's see. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's pull this back. So we're looking at a $68. Probably runs to 70. I actually have $70 calls. If you guys want to see those call options, go ahead and join the Discord. I'll have it in the link, or just comment. I'll throw it on the chat. And you can see some of the contracts we're throwing out there. Nobody's walking you through, or nobody's holding your hand, but you can ask questions and stuff like that. So longer term, right? I'm really playing this till 2027, and I might even flip into 2028 calls. But longer term, I think this runs to 100 easily. And I said it's a 10 bagger, right? So we're looking at $500. But right, it's such a these are going to be so good to trade with options. I think it burns out around 100 and then it pulls back to like 70, 75, maybe pulls all the way back to 50 if you have a nasty correction in the macro if inflation accelerates, right? But this is an inflationary hedge stock because it's literally benefiting from electricity cost accelerating. So I wouldn't even be worried about this. This is why I'm long as hell. All right. So Nano Nuclear, that's that first stock I wanted to point out. Number two, and this one's already broken out, so it's kind of sucks, right? We're kind of back on it. Asan, like, oh, what do you say? Chainlink at 5. He got Chainlink at $5. We got Chainlink over here. This is my biggest conviction by far, right? I wish they had options on it. This is the biggest conviction I have, but we're not on crypto yet. This isn't one of the stocks we're speaking of at the moment, but he's had it at 5. We're sitting at what, 23 right now. We're headed for 100 easily. So let's go to the second stock. He's holding his bag. Do you play options and shit? Yeah, I'm playing any. Like I said, you could look in the Discord to see how I'm playing this. This video today is mostly just to throw out, just to give you a good look, a good bird's eye view on the technicals. Right. Next, let's go to the next one. MSTR starting to move now that we have Bitcoin breaking all-time highs. Look at this gigantic wedge pattern. Okay, this wedge has been forming almost a year now. 12. You have some gigantic wedges forming, right? These are very powerful patterns. Now on the weekly chart, the momentum is bottoming out. It's not actually an acceleration phase yet. It's not at the acceleration phase, but it's starting to get there. All right. We really need to get above this 360 level. Look, we're targeting it now. We're there. We're consolidating, but I like the daily momentum starting to pick up. I want to see these EMAs start to cross over, some bullish divergence on the EMAs. I want to see the red. Oh, we got the cross, right? So we're in anchored VWAP. Let me take it off really quick. You have the cross. There you go. There's your momentum signal. You have the cross on the short EMA. I think it's a 9 day. We got the 9-day EMA crossing the 21. So all it means is you're getting a goal, you're getting a shorter time you're getting more momentum in the stock, right? In the short time. So in the short frame time, I can't even talk right now. So it looks good. MSTR looks amazing. You want to see it hold 360. I already have options on this. This might be one of the biggest trades I ever make. If it runs up quickly, it's a lot higher risk. So I don't really talk about this one. It's a bigger risk trade. I'll talk about it in the Discord, but more than anything, I just suggest to people that I know, hey, you want to own the shares of MicroStrategy, right? It's still a compounder. Trading options is very difficult. It can be, right? If you're not a risk taker, it's going to be tougher to really pull this off. You have to take a big drawdown. Right now, we're starting to accelerate, though. I think we're at the phase where we really start to rip. Like to see that. Okay, next stock. So, really quick though, for MSTR, this is all we're looking for. Okay, we're looking for this. We're looking for the hold of 360, 363, whatever. We have this level right here. Maybe you get this a little bit, right? And then you get a move higher. That's all you're looking for right there. Okay, it could break higher, and then you might want to chase it. If Bitcoin's breaking out, it might not come back. If you get this, great. So you're looking for this. This is what you want. You want to see the support. Right now, we're supporting it. So in the shorter term, right? In the shorter term, this is a perfect pattern, right? This is perfect. We don't even do this really too much, but on that 360 level, here's what we want to see on the 360 level. Right? We had a big move up higher. And I remember MSTR doing this back during April when it really started to rip higher. It would gap up in the morning, it would pull back support, and then it would break the downtrend and start ripping higher. So I remember this from about 4 months ago, starting to do it again. This is a good sign of strength. You have the gap up, the hold of the gap, break of the trend, breaks higher. So 360 is what we're targeting for the flip, right? Right above 360, it's pretty much go time. Where do I put my stop? Well, depends, right? Maybe under 350. You could throw it under 350, but you have some support down there. I would say, yeah, if you get below this gap, 349, 350, and it holds, then the trade is off. But I like 360 right now. I like the hold. So, anyways, we'll go to the next one. Don't want to waste too much time here. Staying on the weekly charts, we have and what is the catalyst for MSTR? Really quick, the big catalyst for MSTR is just a change in tax, a change in the tax reporting, which makes them a lot more profitable, which is probably going to get them an S&P inclusion. They're probably going to be included in the S&P. That's the catalyst by the next quarter, by the next earnings report. So my guess is by the end of November, you're going to get an S&P inclusion, and it really accelerates at the end of November into December, January, possibly February, depending on where Bitcoin is at that time. All right, so next, but this is not a small cap. Today, I really wanted to focus on the small caps. Let's go to another small cap stock, UiPath. We've been watching this for years, right? And I thought it was over. I thought, okay, you know what? It's not gonna. It's done. We're waiting for the product to come out. They're a little sketchy, and now they're doing what? They're partnering. Let's go ahead and see the partners here. They are now partnering. This is a small agentic AI. So we're talking AI agents. And on top of that, they do software robotics. So they're AI agents. Just think of it like AI agents. And is that the market cap? Or was it? The market cap was around, there's no way. This used to be a 40 billion market cap. Right now it's sitting at about 6 billion. So this thing can fly. Okay. Now that doesn't mean it's going to fly, but they haven't really destroyed the shareholder value too much. It's more of, can they execute? Well, now they're partnered with OpenAI, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Google, and Snowflake. That's all you got to know, right? The big four, the big five. We're talking hyperscalers. Well, Snowflake's not a hyperscaler yet, but Google, Microsoft, NVIDIA, and OpenAI, the biggest IPO of all time, which we're going to see. So where does this take the stock? In my view, I think it goes to 100, over the longer term. In the short term, it needs to retest 25, 30. Once we get above 30, that's when you really take off. I think you have a lot of resistance here at 30. Let's go ahead and just draw. Where's our volume profile? Right above 26 from all time. Once you get above 26, there's no resistance all the way till 50. So I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, this is what I'm waiting for, the break above 15. I've already started to entry. This is not financial advice, but I've already started a position here. I've had a position since down here and got, I got squeezed out so many times, but I think now we're getting rate cuts, tax cuts. The agentic AI narrative is starting to pick up, and this is about robots, right? Physical and software orientated robots that just create a lot of automation. And so I like UiPath. Is it already breaking out? No, but look at this. Look at the momentum. The momentum is accelerating. Let's go ahead and key into some of these time frames. So above 15, it's game over. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. Do we have pre-market? Yes, we do. Okay, great. So you had a big blast off. This is, I believe, when the first news came out that they are now serving OpenAI, NVIDIA, Google, Microsoft, Snowflake. Sold off. Here we go again. And it supported that level, started to pick up again. That's a beautiful cup, right? Beautiful cup. And all it means is it's time to go long. Gaps up. I mean, this looks like a damn penny stock the way it's moving. So I think it's ready to go, right? Your stop is easy. Your stop is under 1250, right? If it gets below 1250 and holds, not just touches, if it holds under 1250, maybe you're just like, okay, it's not going to happen. And are we getting a market pullback? We'll talk about internals after this. My charts are logarithmic. Hassan, yes, I do have logarithmic charts. I don't really, if you're looking at a daily or weekly chart, honestly, it doesn't serve me justice. It looks more, it looks more attractive. Let's go to the daily. I just want to show them real quick. If we're on a weekly chart, it does look more attractive if you're on a regular, right? Let's go to Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum really quick. It looks more attractive on here. Look at that. Oh my goodness, right? But it's not great for charting. It's not really great for charting and to really like dial in to measure what we're looking at. I rather just see the whole thing. I want to see the whole thing. I don't want to be dilute. Like when you see those gigantic moves, you get too emotional, right? When it looks like this, you get very emotional when you see this big gap and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to make so much money. Take your emotions out of it. Or how do I take my emotions out of it? I throw in a log scale. I'm just trading it, right? So the log scale just crunches everything up so I can see the whole picture. I want to see the big picture. I see more pattern. I have more pattern recognition this way, not, just seeing, oh, a big old blow off top. Looks great for, showing people, but for the most part, I'd rather keep it this way. Grayscale I can't even talk. Grayscale has launched staking for its US spot Ethereum ETF, enabling investors to yield on ETH while enhancing protocol. Crypto's the next big run. We have BMNR exploding, but that's not even the stock I wanted to look at next. There's too many good picks here. So let me just keep it clear. Okay, Nano Nuclear, right? You're waiting for the pullback, but it's in acceleration momentum. It's in breakaway momentum. So you kind of have to be quick. I'd be quick on it. You want that pullback right away. It might take off on you. Who knows? It's a small market cap. It can really run. MSTR is starting to break out. This one's a little earlier. It's easier to catch above 360. Boom, it's gone. UiPath, you're waiting for. It's strengthening, but I'd definitely be cautious. I would wait for it to get above 15 at least. A hold above 15, that prior resistance, right? 15.99 it got up to. So I want to see a hold of 15 before I get long UiPath. Who's the next stock? Next stock is going to be PDYN. Now this one's the one I said, hey, this could be a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 bagger, right? 10 bagger, I think, 100 bagger. Still doing the research. Don't want to get people too excited. I'm still looking into it. I have a lot of questions, but we're not spilling all the beans now on this stock, but low key, it is edge AI on drones, on robots, robot software. So it's a lot like UiPath, but it's a small cap. It's a very small cap. It's a micro cap. Matter of fact, it was a micro cap. Now it's considered small cap, over 300 million. And, I think it can get into the billions easily. I mean, this thing could, in 10, 15, 20 days, could do a double or a triple, right? Really depends on that narrative. So it is, connected to RCAT. So RCAT, which is breaking out. Actually, this is another big one. We talked about drone stocks, though. Holy smokes, right? Red Cat Holdings starting to rip. And this is in breakaway momentum. It's also, let's go to the weekly. Where are we at? Red Cat is also in breakaway momentum. It hasn't even crossed the upper limit of the weekly RSI, which really takes us to, the moment where you cheer. So it's still accelerating. Small cap, it's under it's at 1.7 billion already. Okay, this thing is exploding. They must have diluted a little bit. Yeah, they did. Wow, they did dilute. Okay, but Red Cat Holdings is using how do I even say it? I'm still trying to figure out how to pronounce this stock, this robotic stock. Palladium? No, it's not Palladium. Peridium? PDYN, my bad. PDYN IA. Or AI, sorry. PDYN AI. This is the stock starting to accelerate here. So they're using PDYN IA AI for the software, right? For their drones. I'm not going to explain. I'm still trying to understand how to explain the narrative, but this is a big one. This one is loading up. I'm starting to load up a little bit on this. I really want to see it. Boom. I think this can be a 50 bagger. I really think it can be a 50 bagger. And that's going to depend on how much size I put on it. I'm not sure yet. Right. Next stock, we have, well, this one's already breaking out, but we're going to move to some of the crypto stocks. The main three that I wanted to really point out: Nano Nuclear on the pullback, UiPath, and PDYN IA. This one hasn't broken out yet though. PDYN AI, I keep saying IA. PDYN AI, that's why, because the I, PDYN I, right? PDYN, it's a tongue twister. This one is not gonna. This one, when it moves, I think it's gonna really break. I'm almost positive we're getting another rate cut pretty soon. These robotic stocks are going to lift. We're starting to see CRM, which is another automated bot, not bot, but agent, right? AI agent is, this is a, I don't know how they're going to perform. It's a very big mega cap. It's a large cap stock, Is it considered mega cap? Yeah, it is a mega cap. This is a mega cap stock. There's a lot of bad news in it. I think it's going to do great. Looking at the technicals, it should, break anytime soon, maybe in the next month or two, probably by November. They need to execute. There's a lot of crap being thrown at it. I think it's going to perform, right? This goes right along with UiPath. So these narratives can lift the stocks, right? These narratives can lift the stocks kind of like an ocean. And the tide, the rising tide lifts all boats. So I'm really looking at that one. Next thing, let's go through a couple stocks that are lifting. Albemarle, if you guys did take this one above, I think it was above 90, finally started to trigger. Looks like it's starting to hold. This is the lithium miner. Okay. And a lot of these are being driven by the lithium and battery stocks are driven by Tesla. Fluence Energy, I've already took off a lot of size on this one. I'm going to wait for it to pull back. Yes, I have a price target around 100, but it's not going to go straight up, guys. Look at this. This thing has been ripping. We called it out at $8. Just rip, rip, rip. It's already up to 15, which was my first price target is 18. The technicals are telling me we're almost done. I'm not all the way out, but I've taken probably 75% of my position out of this. I'm holding about 25%. Run it up. I'm going to sell it all the way. It's not going to just blow up, right? If I do, I missed it. Oh, great. I missed it, whatever. But I think it's going to give me an opportunity for a pullback where I can start adding size back on. But a lot of this move, a lot of the juice has already been squeezed. Okay. Same thing for AMD. I know people are going to argue, no, AMD is king. A lot of the juice just got squeezed for AMD. We're on the weekly chart and it's overbought. Can it keep going? Sure. But it's a red day. So yes, it can keep going, but you're not going to get a double, right? You're not going to get a 2x return or a 50% return anytime soon. A lot of the juice was already squeezed. I wouldn't be looking for an entry point until it comes back down and fills maybe 185, 160, then I get long options. But right now, no, I'm not interested in AMD. I missed it. I played AMD from here to here, and I should have got long. I just saw so many other opportunities and the risks didn't align, and I just missed it. Okay, whatever. AMD comes back down, gives me another opportunity. You got to be patient. Here's what we missed. Microvast looks great, still moving up. SLDP is where we got smacked. Okay, not got smacked is where I missed. This is a battery tech. This one does solid state batteries, right? Solid state is like the next iteration of batteries. They last longer, they perform better, they're more efficient, and boom, blew off top. So I missed this one too. You're gonna miss a lot. I'm missing, right? You miss a lot, but I've also nailed some. So this is not about how accurate I am. There's so many good plays right now. You just got to be patient for the pullback. Okay, but I'm not totally sold on solid power technology. It has, a lot of competitors. Where I am sold is I'm sold on Fluence Energy, right? So I'm waiting for this pullback to add more. Enovix looks great also. Oh man, Enovix is moving. Where's the weekly at? This one I'm going to stay a little more patient because it hasn't even broke resistance. Enovix, look at our weekly RSI. We're not there yet. I know Aaron already took some off in the chat, but we're at 50 on the RSI. I wouldn't even think about taking anything off until we're in the high 60s, 70s. So I'm going to wait a little longer for Enovix. This thing can rip. Okay. I've never even traded QuantumScape. It's just too wild for me. It's too wild. I should have got down here. It's a little too wild for me. I don't like, and plus I'm already exposed to a lot of battery stocks. Okay. Cooler. This one, I just, we talked about this one the other day. I'm just staying patient. My stop is below $5. Okay. I'm out under 5. Simple as that. This one's simple. I'm out under 5. The momentum picked up, gave me a trigger. We're triggering. We should be running up. I have leap call options, right? 12, I think they're $12 calls. Now this is a 225. This can move. This can do a 4x right back to a 1 billion market cap where it was. Remember, this got heavily diluted, so it's not going to all-time. It's not going back to all-time highs that easy. Okay, it's heavily diluted. The all-time market cap was 1.15 billion, and right now it's at 200 million, which is a 4x. You could say a 4.5x, right? Now, if you look in terms of price, here's where it gets really, if you're new, here's where it gets really manipulative. If you measure it in terms of price, you would be thinking, we're at 6. This should run to 600. That's a 10x, right? Or no, I guess that's not a 10x. It run to 2 billion. Yeah, so it got diluted. This is The all-time high is not true. It's not a true all-time high. All right. Play the market cap. Play the market cap. My brain is not thinking clearly on how to explain this right now, but just play the market cap. Don't play the price on this one. You got to be, but it could still get there back to 40. I'm just not betting on it. I think for sure we do a 4x, right? To be, probably take off half the position. We'll see. A 4x would take us to about 24. So really, I think the real all-time high is right about here. Here's the real all-time high. Okay. If we remove the log, you can see, it does, I guess it does help you to see. This is what I mean. The all-time high is right here in terms of market cap. Okay. And it tells you it's up here. That's false. That's false news, right? That's fake news. Don't get caught in the fake news. But look at this potential. It still has a lot of potential, right? We could still get up here to 2 billion, but they got to execute. I don't think their TAM, total addressable market, is so big that they're going to do a 10x right away. But great. Look, we're at the beginning stages of a blow off top or an acceleration. And I like it. I like the stock. I like the technical setup. I like the theme. Okay. So we're long cooler technology. All right, next. I see you in there. So Asan says he trimmed 800 shares. Damn, 800 shares. Boy got some size. 800 shares of AMD. You better get that chain link. I've been telling you guys, you're gonna want to get. It is the most misunderstood by the entire Wall Street stock. Okay, they can't even access it yet. I know it hasn't moved, but we're gonna get the Clarity Act pretty soon. Chainlink. That's what. No, not financial advice. You want to own some Chainlink. Okay. You're going to want to own that. I'm not going over the whole thesis. Go watch my video on why Chainlink could be bigger than Bitcoin. Go watch it. Could be, right? I think it outperforms Bitcoin easily, but is it going to be bigger market cap? No. Maybe in 10, 15 years. Who knows? Maybe not. I think it's a better opportunity right now. All right. What else we got here? Big tax event. Oh, yeah, you did create a big tax event. That's the only thing that sucks is taxes. Hopefully they come down. Can you do DKNG? Yeah, I'll do DKNG. 223. Okay. All right, we'll look at DKNG. I don't really have this one up here. This is by the way, I gambled the other day on Robinhood. I'm gonna be honest with you right now, dude. Persona Corota, right? I just keep it real. I'm not what is it? Jeffries maintained a buy rating on DraftKings while reducing his price target to 54. I'm not a big fan of DraftKings simply because so many people are entering this space. Number one, the technicals look like not like trash, but it's not ready to accelerate. Is it a buying opportunity to hold? Maybe hodl, but there's way better opportunities out there in my view. Everyone's coming into this. Robinhood is eating their lunch. You can literally trade bets on Robinhood, meaning, I was watching the fight. Who was it? It was Onkolov, UFC, Onkolov versus Pereira, whatever, Paradia, whatever. I can't even talk. And as soon, no. Matter of fact, it was Tree. What's his name? Roundtree, right? I was watching Roundtree versus Prohashka, and I believe Prohashka was the favor. Roundtree started winning, so the stock of Prohashka dropped, right? Literally like a stop, it dropped. I bought more because I thought, Roundtree's he's gonna run out of gas in the later rounds. He ran out of gas, got knocked out, and boom. So you can trade the actual event, which you don't really have that availability on DraftKings. And I'm not saying DraftKings is inferior. I think it's superior when it comes to a lot of bets. All I'm saying is Robinhood is coming to disrupt them. That's all they do, right? That's all they do. They make good money. Great to hold as a trade right now. Doesn't look great. It needs to bottom out, maybe down here. And I've been watching DraftKings for a while. It just doesn't have the juice. Where is the regulatory framework, right? There's too many things. I wouldn't be long on it, but I'll just say this. It's a buying opportunity at 30. I'd buy it at 30, right? I'd buy some at 30. Me personally, I'm not doing it because it doesn't have a big enough, how do I say this? Total addressable market. It doesn't have a big enough narrative. There's way better narratives out there. That's my opinion, but it looks great at 30. It's not accelerating. Just got crushed. I don't even know why. All right, so those are my analysis on DKNG. Let me see if they've been diluting. How diluted are there? Are they? Oh, they diluted the hell out of their shares. Okay. So they're really back to here, right? Yeah, they're diluting their shares also, which is, I'm not saying that the stock is terrible. There's just too much competition. There's better picks out there. Better picks out there. I wouldn't do it. But it does have a lot of support at 30, right? It does have a lot of support. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Um, we will take a look at Tesla. Let's see what else is moving. What else looks good? Okay, we missed this one. We missed this. SYM. Okay. Now this is robotics, right? This one's gonna be big. Total 2 crypto. Yeah, we'll look at total 2 crypto. Robotics are going to be huge. Symbiotic, it just has a big market cap. It's at 40 billion. Goodness sake. Now this one's a breakaway. I'm missing it at the moment. I'm damn missing it. I'm sad. It's accelerating without me. I don't want to get too heavy because I think there's other robotic plays. Like I rather just trade PDYN. Okay. Also, I'm exposed to Tesla, so it's kind of robotics too. But this one is something I want to own in the portfolio. I got it in portfolio. We already have this in the portfolio. I don't want to trade it. I do want to trade it if it was a better, if there wasn't other opportunities, I'd want to trade it. And I did trade it. And I should have got back in it. I just didn't. Right? But you definitely want to own some symbiotic on a pullback. Own it on a pullback. Xometry is holding that level. Xometry is going to be a good one. I think this is a 10x. I think this is a 10 bagger, right? Symbiotic is not a 10 bagger right now. It's not going to 300 billion right away. But it could get disrupted also. Xometry is a 10 bagger in my view from 50 to 500. What time frame? Give it 5 years. Give it 5 years, but it's going to trade. It's going to be very volatile. Once it breaks out, this is waiting for ISM manufacturing to come in. It's a macro indicator. Once we get ISM pickup, boom, Xometry is gone. Mark my words, we're looking for the ISM. All right. What else do we have up here? Robotics, drones. Oh, RCAT. We just talked about RCAT. I definitely want to trade this one. I got one contract today in Red Cat Holdings. I got one contract. I'm just very heavy and I'm really thinking about getting bigger in PDYN. Oh my goodness. The potential for PDYN AI is insane. So I'm keeping my eye on this one. This one should be also pretty good. This is another electrical, not electrical. I think this is a robotics play also. Thermal energy harvesting. So it's a lot like, this one's a lot like Cooler Technologies. I should probably move it to a different basket. I need to do more investigation on it, to be honest with you. So I'm just keeping it on the watch list. There's a lot out here. Oh, here we go. Archer. Archer is breaking out. Okay, this is what I had when we first began. I just bought more contracts today. This one should rip. Who's it look a lot like? Joby. Look at Joby. Joby broke all-time highs. This thing, look at the RSI. This thing went to an 86 RSI. Where's Archer at? Archer's a much smaller market cap. It's sitting at 8 billion. What's Joby at? They're both competing. They're the only two in the space. I believe Archer just had a new, they got a new contract with somebody, maybe in Japan. I think they're going to be operating in Japan. So I'm waiting for this to really blow off top like it did last time. 85 RSI. I'm trading this. I'm not owning it yet because I think Tesla will disrupt all of them. And I'm not too convinced that it's really going to work that great. I could be wrong. I can care less. I don't think this is the big. I think it's a trade. I want to trade it. Okay, I want to trade it. Hover doing the same thing. I missed this one. I got stopped out the other day when someone on the Discord is still holding it. Now this is a tiny micro cap. This thing can fly. I'm just not going to go chase it. I freaking got stopped out. I missed it. Whatever. Move on. Okay. BMNR starting to look good. Now BMNR is gone. This thing is going to explode. I like to sell puts on it though, because I'm already exposed to Chainlink a lot, exposed to crypto. Let's go over these crypto plays. Okay, let's go to the next thing here. We'll go to total crypto. You want to see total 2. This is excluding Bitcoin. I would exclude. I want to exclude. You know what? You know what's even better? I know you want to go to total 2, and it is breaking out. It's at all-time highs right now, but I think total 2. Let's go to total 2. Oh, sorry. Total 2 excluding BTC and stablecoins, right? Let's exclude those. You don't want to see stablecoins, or we're just looking at pure risk assets. Stablecoins are not risk assets. That's collateral. I don't want to see stablecoins in there. Okay, honestly, it really doesn't matter. It's the same damn chart. It's the same damn chart, to be honest with you. I just don't want to see the stable coin supply. That's not a stable coins is not a how do I say this? Stable coins are not a reflection of alts. It's a reflection of stability, right? Alts are pure risk assets. So it's on the verge of breaking out. Yeah. So we're about to break out. We're almost there. Listen, it's altcoin season. It's altcoin season. It's game over. It's game over. So let's go to BMNR. This is a treasury asset for Ethereum and big wedge pattern. You have Kathy Wood. You have billionaires. You have Tom Lee, the best analyst over the past 4 years. You have this has the best track record of investors and analysts on the street backing it. They're raising so much money to buy Ethereum. I mean, go watch my video on BMNR in the YouTube video if you're new to this. If you already know what it is, then you're just looking at the technicals. It's close. I'm selling puts on it. I'm not buying leap calls because I'm just not buying leaps. I probably would, but I don't like the option leaps. I think puts are better because the vol is so high. I want to sell the volatility. MSTR has really good leaps. I'd rather be long MSTR. BMNR needs to open up their strikes a lot higher. 100 is not high enough. I want to see 150 strikes. Okay, that's what I want to trade. Next, we have Circle. Circle broke out. It's accelerating. Okay, looks great. It's a stablecoin company. They're getting disrupted by Visa, though. Not today. I'm just saying they have competition. So my capital, a lot of my capital is already caught up. I don't have unlimited capital. I'm waiting for Chainlink. I'm not going to get exposed to everything, but I like Circle. Circle looks great for a trade, but I see other better trades. I rather have MicroStrategy. I think it has more upside than Circle, to be honest with you. Bullish is another stock. This has a great pattern. The market cap's not too big. It's at a 10 billion, probably does a 3x. From 69. Now I need to go look at these options. I haven't even took a look at these options. I need to go take a look at bullish. So keep your eye on the cryptos. Cryptos are looking really good. What are we at? We're at 37 minutes. I don't want to make this too long. Let's see what else I have. Oh, Mag 7, Tesla. Okay, Tesla came back. Check that. Check that resistance, and it's almost like checking a kick, right? It gets kicked. And it picks the knee up. It checks the kick, UFC reference, and didn't even phase it. That was an accumulation grab. Now Tesla is gone. Okay, Tesla is gone. I'm sorry. If you're not exposed to Tesla, you're missing the biggest physical AI. Now, I'm not saying Tesla's going to make the biggest move. But when it comes to options, I'm now considering these 900 options. I want to see January. They need to open up the damn January 2028 $1,000 options because I think Tesla's going to make a triple move here. Okay, it's going to make a triple move with the robotics. They have the biggest total addressable market out of any stock, bigger than Apple, Amazon, Microsoft. Nvidia's up there because of the demand. Nvidia's probably going to be Tesla, Nvidia, and probably Microsoft. Tesla, Nvidia, Microsoft. Maybe Google, but they're going to. I don't even want to say it. They're going to smash Uber. They're gonna smash. What are those stupid little cars? Waymos. Like I'll use the Waymo. I don't hate anything. I'm not crazy. I'm not a maximalist. I'm not a Tesla maximalist. I'm just a realist, and they're gonna smash everybody. So you definitely want to be exposed to Tesla. I'm trading options on Tesla right now. And I'm not saying it's not good to trade Amazon, but dude, their charts suck. I'm sorry. You got to really love to trade Amazon. These are not good setups. Microsoft looks better, but they don't trade smoothly. These are not trader stocks. These are you want to buy the dip and own it kind of stocks, okay? I'm not buying the dip on Google. I want Chainlink. I want Ethereum. I don't want these Mag 7 stocks. I want to trade them. I don't want to own them. Okay? I'd rather trade them. Even though there's better trades out there right now. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is a big potential. Okay, let's move on. Tesla's that next big one. I think it's kind of late though to get in Tesla. You kind of have to know what you're doing now. I wanted to point out early movers. Okay, we have Opendoor picking up. Opendoor starting to get some life, starting to get some juice here. I'm not a big fan of trading these because for beginners, they really get, smacked. They say this can be a 100 bagger. Now it's probably a 50 bagger. I don't know if I believe all that. I've been a big Opendoor. Listen, I was in Opendoor from the very IPO. I remember literally right here. Okay, I'm a proponent of Opendoor. This big upside move, it went from 12 to 26, came down. Then I traded it from here 19 up to like 30, 32. and then I got smacked, right? This was nasty. This was nasty. I mean, this thing went from, what was this? March of 2021. This was risk off. It went from a 23, and I don't know what the market cap, but it went from 40 down to 16 or 17 in a matter of 3 weeks. That was nasty, right? That really pissed me off. So anyways, I know Opendoor. I've been watching Opendoor for a while. Great business, but right now it's trading like a meme stock. It's not really trading because it has a gigantic narrative. It's rate cuts, it's whatever else, right? A lot of people are chasing this and wreck that, whatever. I'm not interested in that. AI software, The only thing that looks really juicy if it can perform is going to be Centennial One, right? This is cybersecurity. It's down a lot. I do like the setup. I like the pattern. I think it rips when it gets a solid narrative, but I'm not interested right now. What else are we looking at here? We have Tesla, Opendoor, LAC, ENPH. This can really crush if it catches momentum. It needs to hurry up. Microvast, Fluence Energy, STP. Yeah, I think we went over a lot of the plays here. Here's what I'm gonna point out really quick is Cooler Technology. This is a small cap, power technology. There's not really a big theme around it, but when it moves, it absolutely moves. Keep your eye here. RR is up too much. RR is up too much for me to enter here, but it does look good. We can do an analysis on this one. It is a robotics play. This will be, I want to see it. I want to see a big red day for RR. Okay, I want to see a big red day. Might not get it, but look at the RSI on the weekly. It's already at 78. I don't want to chase something at 78 where it topped out last time. So can it still go? Sure, but I don't want to chase. I want to make sure I maximize my risk reward. I should have been in here at around 350. Missed it. Okay, I missed it. So we'll wait for RR. I mean, it's on the watch list. It's there, but I want this. I want PDYN. Big wedge pattern. I want this. PDYN AI is what I'm eyeing right now. Serve Robotics might even be better. It looks like I think they compete with RR. It's about to break. RSI is starting to get up there on the daily. Where's our weekly at? Our weekly is not, it's halfway. So Serve looks great. I think Serve is going to rip pretty soon to like $20. This could be a good play. Honestly, it looks really good. It looks really good. I just don't want to buy everything in the house, right? Because then it comes crashing down on you. Got to do risk. Yeah, I'm trying to manage my risk here. I don't want to be in every single stock that looks good. I think we've covered everything, right? When it comes to the actual narrative, the question is, how good are the... So let's pivot a little bit, unless you guys have something else. There's rumors about Tesla and Archer teaming up. Oh, that'd be big. That's probably why Archer's starting to rip. Okay, that could be a big reason why Archer's ripping. Let's look at market breadth. Let me reset this real quick. Where are we in the cycle? Okay. So why am I not getting the extender? Why am I not seeing? There it is. All right. So market breadth. This is S&P. That's S&P 500 right there. We have market breadth starting to rise. Oh, good. Perfect. Advanced decline. This market is hot. It's heating up. It's still heating up. We're about to make new highs again. Very strong market. We're walking into what? We're walking into another rate cut. We're in the middle of one of the biggest stock market rallies of all time. I'm telling you guys, not just because, oh my God, the price is going up. No. It is the fundamentals, right? The macroeconomics, the macro narrative is so damn strong. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Let's go to macro. The VIX can't even get up, right? The VIX needs some V, right? Needs some Viagra. Can't even get up. The VIX is stuck. Nobody's fearful of this right now. Okay. Yet there's still people who are not positioned long yet. If we look at positioning, okay, matter of fact, I have positioning on here. Where is it? Risk appetite. Okay, so risk appetite, this is high beta stocks versus versus high dividends. High beta is moving higher. So we're looking at risk appetite. We're looking at how strong is this bull market? How excited and how confident are investors, which does for me is I need to be bigger. I need to position bigger. I need to not be scared. I need to obviously manage my risk and not be stupid. I'm not going to hold forever, but I need to be risk on. And that's what this tells me right now. High beta stocks are moving up. High risk appetite, right? Same thing, high beta versus, I believe this is just pure low beta, not dividend, but pure low beta. No chance of recession. Where's leadership at? Leadership is going to give us momentum. So S&P momentum stocks versus, I'm sorry, momentum stocks versus S&P. I don't even know what's in this stupid basket. This is not real momentum. This is stupid momentum, but I want to see it because when it rises, I'm going to see the individual stocks within it. What's an SPMO? Hold on. What's in here? Let me check really quick. What's in here? What are the top holdings of SMO? Can I get a Perplexity? Where's Perplexity at? List the top 10. So this is S&P Momentum Fund, right? Relative strength versus so okay, it's the same crap. This is stupid. This is Nvidia, Meta, Amazon, Eli Lilly, Microsoft. Oh, talk about healthcare. We need to go over healthcare. Eli Lilly, Broadcom, Alphabet, Tesla. That's stupid. That ain't real. That's not momentum. That's quality momentum. That's mega cap. Sorry. That's mega cap momentum. I'm not interested in that. There's honestly not really big. I wish I could make my own ETF. They need to make software where you could just create your own beta ETF. All right, so let's look at not home builders don't care. XLY. This is the consumer cycle. XLY versus SPY. It's okay. It's building up. This just tells you that the market is expecting consumer spending to pick up. Guess what? We're heading into the holiday seasons. How many of you guys, right, in the chat or people you know, are literally like, oh yeah, it's Black Friday, right? It's Halloween. People are starting to spend more on Halloween. We talked about this for the last 2 years in the macro. Biggest macro setup. People spend more on Halloween for what? You know what? They want to sell that, you know what? Than they do for Thanksgiving. People spend more on Halloween. Why? Attention, status. It's fun, right? I like haunted houses. I'm not gonna go spend a bunch of money on it, but you know what I mean. You guys get it. I hope some of you do get it. If you don't, I'm sorry. But people spend a lot, non-families, by the way, we're talking singles, right? And there's a lot of singles in America on Halloween. So spending's going to pick up at the end of October. It's already picking up now. People are buying their uniforms. We're going to go into November. They're going to be flying. They're going to be getting airline tickets. Maybe they don't. Maybe they drive. It doesn't matter. They're spending more. The credit cycle's picking up. They're spending at the same time. What? The Fed's cutting rates. So they're going to spend more on the credit card. They're going to say, oh, I owe less. Oh, great. I have more credit. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a nasty end of the year Santa Claus rally. Okay. How small caps doing versus the S&P? These all suck. Where's crypto? SMH versus the Qs. Let's look at real momentum. This is probably Nvidia and AMD right here. So we have semiconductors relative to the whole NASDAQ. Semiconductors are crushing the NASDAQ. You're probably going to get a pullback, right? I'm looking at small caps. They can keep going. Total M2. Now this looks good. This is total crypto market. And I should do total too. I shouldn't even do total, right? I should do total too. Let's look at total too, because that includes Bitcoin. And should you include Bitcoin? You can. It's total crypto market cap. Let's take away BTC and Ethereum. Looks even better. Looks even better. Oh, my bad. I didn't do versus SPY. Looks great. Yeah, looks good. So altcoins, and this whole language is gonna flip because altcoins are, mostly crap coins. We're gonna switch this. There's gonna be real utility coins coming up. All right. So we're seeing a near breakout for crypto. I think the strongest narrative has been battery stocks, energy power generation. Nuclear is going to do great, but we're running into robotics and crypto. Those are going to be the next big narratives. I think. I could be wrong. I'm watching the charts, right? Actually, I don't know. I'm just watching the charts. ARK Invest ripping, right? Oh, Kathy Wood's this is hilarious. Kathy Wood doesn't know what she's doing. It's ripping versus the Qs, and it's just getting started. If you just look at ARK as a normal, fund, it's already, catching up. It's at 91. This thing is probably crushing every other fund as an ETF because of very relaxed financial conditions, no inflation, actually deflation. We're looking at deflation. Everybody believed what? If you would have, not if you would have, but we talked about this in April, which is that tariffs are not inflationary over the longer run. They're actually deflationary. They hurt growth because what happens is people say, oh my gosh, I can't invest more. I need to be cautious. They pull back almost like you're going to get hit. Somebody's going to hit you in the gut. So what do? You brace, right? Well, guess what? Everybody's been bracing for for tariffs. They spent less, they expanded less. There is no inflation. Inflation is not coming. We're not seeing inflation. You got fooled. Okay, you got fooled, and you probably missed the strongest bull market rally in a long time. And it's just getting started. Okay, we're talking macro here for now. Liquidity looks good. Corporate bonds rising. Growth indicators, consumer anything we need to look down here? Not really. Commodities. Let's look at commodities. Okay, U.S. oil. We'll put this on a regular chart. Look at oil. This was your biggest inflation input other than shelter. It's going nowhere. Okay, oil's going nowhere. Copper prices are swinging higher. That's a little inflationary, but that tells you that risk assets are picking up. Nat gas going lower. Nat gas is not moving. There's no inflation, and what that means is this is a disinflationary macro regime, which takes us to high risk, right? Small cap stocks, small cap cryptos, right? That's what you want if you're trading. If you're investing, that's different. It's a little different. We're talking about trading here. We're looking at the technicals on this one, right? Where's the inflationary? Here's our inflation. Inflation looks like it's rising, but it's in a downtrend. Okay, supply chain inflation, that's coming down. That's okay, whatever. We're not here for this. This is not a macro report. I just want to point out that this is a very explosive bull market. What do we got here? Plug Power. Oh my goodness, Plug Power is moving. BBAI, is that one moving? Okay, I don't care about these though, right? I'm probably gonna miss a lot. This one looks really good. This is a strong wedge pattern. Looks great. Over 10 is gonna be the spot. You want to be long over 10. What I want to talk about what I want to go over, what I don't want to miss is my in-play stocks, watch list. Also, look, join the Discord if you guys are interested. It's free and there's resources on there. We're still building it. That's why it's free for now. Go check that out. But power generation, where is it? Drugs and pharma. I think we're going to get a rally in big biotech pharma stuff, right? So I like HIMS. Right? Now, I did say HIMS is rolling over because it is, but it's something to watch as it pulls into the trend. Oscar, accelerating. Oscar's probably going to break out pretty soon. What are we looking at? There's no way. That's a 19 billion market cap. Okay, it was at 6 billion. I still don't know what they do. So Oscar looks prime for a breakout. I'm sure the options look pretty good on here. $20, not bad. Novo Nordisk. Okay. This one is a big mega cap. I don't know. I'd stay cautious on this. I wouldn't go chasing this yet, but the momentum is definitely rising. What I would do is probably sell puts. I'll probably sell like $50 puts. I'll probably sell puts till end of November. You just never know with these. Eli Lilly looks great. This thing's breaking out. There's momentum. Somebody knows something. Can already tell. Eli Lilly's an American company. Trump is making deals because they're so big. They're making deals with it. This thing is going to rip. Somebody knows something just by looking at this pattern. Somebody knows something. I'd be long Eli Lilly. Probably sell some puts. This is what I want to be long though when it comes to leap calls. This is as a Zenta. I got to do more research. We talked about this on Friday, I believe. Keep your eye on it. CRISPR is moving. This is in breakout territory. Okay. I want to see it consolidate. You want CRISPR. This is gene editing. Look at this beautiful trend, the trend break multiple times. Okay. Now this is a beautiful stock. There we go. So it rips higher, forms a pattern, breaks that pattern, supports, moves higher, consolidates. So I want to see more consolidation on the weekly. It's not there yet. I mean, I don't want to chase CRISPR, but it's just so unique. I might have to end up chasing this momentum. Something's going on here. I've got tricked so many times thinking it bottomed, but now with all these rate cuts and with all this reform, right? Deregulation that we're about to see, it's giving me the feeling that this is going to do really good. All right, so that's what I wanted to point out there. Can you do ETH Z, ETH Z? What is this? What is this? ETH Z? What does this company do? This is a biotech. Is this a biotech? $400 million. Okay. Well, here's the thing about if this is ETH Z, okay, what I think it is, I have zero edge on these. These are I stay away from small cap biotechs because they're unpredictable. I don't know. I don't want to go do research to see when they come out with the new drug and when they do. I don't want to do. I don't like these. I don't like these unless I specialize specifically on pharma. That's too much research for me. I don't have an edge. I don't even understand the diagnostics. I don't do that. So I'm not a fan of stuff like this, just so you know. The chart looks like crap. But you are getting rate cut. So if you know something, you have a tailwind because we're getting more rate cuts, but these rely strictly on the trials that they're running and whatever biotechnology they're trying to. I don't like it's too much of a guessing game for me. DEFT. All right, so DFT, we have DeFi Technologies. What the heck is this? DeFi Technologies. Hold on. Okay. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's not on my radar website. Yeah. I'm not going to know every stock right off the bat. It is a crypto stock, so it probably does good. But looking at the price action, something just looks weird. Why is it so low? Why is it at? Let me see. Did it get diluted really bad? Let's double check. How's that dilution? Oh, we already have this tool out here. I mean, where's the market cap at? Why am I not able to see the market cap? This looks suspect to me. It's not even showing me what the market cap would be. This looks a little suspect to me. That's just me though. It's hard for me to analyze this right off the bat. Investment manager. I would just be more exposed to crypto. I wouldn't do it. Cost. Okay, so Costco's a defensive stock. Costco right now, probably, you could invest in Costco. I think there's better plays out there, but we're talking momentum right now. So this doesn't really fit the criteria of the video. But over the long haul, I mean, Costco should do well. Are they getting disrupted? I haven't done too much research. This is a 400. This is a mega cap stock. I haven't really done the research on Costco, but Costco looks like it should be bottoming soon. Yeah, it looks like it should be bottoming soon. Let's see. It's just not the macro environment. This stock, I don't like what if Costco goes back to all-time highs, you're looking at a 17% return. Trash. Trash. I don't care about that. Right? Me personally, maybe you're like, "Hey, I'm not a momentum trader. I'm looking for investments." I still think there's better stuff out there. I'd rather own Tesla any day than own Costco. Okay? Now, once we get into the, you know, reflation, right? Once economic conditions are no longer supporting these high growth, small cap cyclical stocks, then Costco will look better. Not my style, but it'll look better. It'll look better. But right now, nah, I'm good on Costco. You have to trade some leap calls on this. So yeah, that's what I have to say about Costco. CRISPR is on the verge of golden cross on the weekly. EMA is already crossed. I don't know which moving averages you're looking at. What I got? Oh, is it the 100? Oh, okay. Probably looking at something different. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Okay. Well, we covered a lot. It's the, end of the market. Let me see if there's anything extra on here that we needed to cover that came up. I'm just looking at pure technicals today. Okay, not really talking fundamentals yet. I just think there's so many plays out there. I want to make sure that I put my energy into identifying technical breakouts in names that I already understand, that I already know. Because there could be a nice chart that doesn't have a good narrative. That's a scam. There's a lot of scammers out there, right? So MSTR looks great. I think it's starting to break. Tesla looks great. I mean, Tesla is already breaking out. This one still has a lot of room to go. Big cup and handle. Wow. Tesla looks really good. What the heck is this? TSL. How's this one look? TSLL. Oh, you see. Okay. So see, this one hasn't even made it to all-time highs because of the debasement. This is why I don't like trading those 3x leveraged. They do move, but you have to catch them in small windows. You have to catch them in small windows because if they consolidate, they just lose a bunch of value. Thank you, Hassan, for sure. Just trying to help you guys capitalize. All right. Well, that's all I'm going to cover today. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm going to try to do these more often because we're in a very explosive bull market. A lot of themes are going. I'm going to leave you with this stock. Okay. I'm going to leave you with this stock. You definitely want to, catch this because the nuclear rally is going to be insane. And Nano nuclear is just beginning its breakout, and it's still a small cap stock, and the amount of revenue going towards this space is going to be insane. Okay. Uh, Palladium AI or PDYN AI. This is the other one that I'm keeping my eye on. Okay. I'm pulling a little bit. I'm pulling some triggers on this one, but the technical setup looks good. Reading the narrative, I don't know how to explain it in great detail yet, but we're talking about software or the brains, the instincts of robotics, of all robots. So if they have that software that doesn't need to be connected to the cloud, really, and these robots can communicate with each other without the cloud, without the internet itself, this is a transformative technology. Who are the competitors, right? Can they keep up financially? There's other questions to ask now. BM&R looks good. There's other questions to be asked, but that's what I think can do I think it can make a big move. Yes, BM&R is ripping. This thing is going to be headed for all-time highs pretty soon. This is an easy win though. I mean, we've been talking about this since the stock first broke out way back. BM&R is something I would own, Mr. Prasanna. BM&R, you want to be long BM&R. This is going to be a lot like MicroStrategy in my view. So MSTR going back to 2020, okay? They first started doing this treasury asset strategy way back here. The market cap was, let's see what the market cap was on MSTR back in the day. Bro, what's going on? Okay. So let's just track the market cap. Forget the price. These treasury assets, they debase the price, so it's not really a good representative of what's actually happening. I like to look at this. Right. So you were at the equivalent today. It's about right here. February. Wait, no. Oh, wow. So let's just go to MSTR, see what it did. February 2020 at a 13 billion valuation. That's where BM&R is at today. Right. And then if you fast forward and, let's say you give it a year and a half, it went up 260%. No, that's wrong. I shouldn't measure that. It went up to 133 billion, which was about a 10x. So I think BM&R can do a really easy 10x from here, especially with Ethereum being, where are we at now? 18 billion. Okay, it's climbing, especially with the Ethereum where it's at. So BM&R it's hard to trade this right now because they keep debasing it. I like to trade options on it until it gets a little more stable. The net asset value. I need to go look right back into the net asset value, but I'd own it. This is something I'd feel comfortable owning. You don't have to trade it. You can own it. You can trade it. Do whatever. But BM&R looks great. They're holding Ethereum. Yeah, they're holding Ethereum. I made a video about it. When they first started doing it. So go check that out on my channel. And if you want to see what I think about it. So yeah, I understand the use case though with BM&R. I'm very long on crypto. I have the biggest positions in crypto. And I think crypto is going to start ripping pretty soon here. But there's a lot of good stocks and opportunities in stocks also. Mostly in this new, energy storage, power generation, AI, robotics. Like these are the big themes. And, a lot of them can do 5, 10, 3, 5, and 10x. Some of them 50x's if you catch them early, especially with options. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. I appreciate your time and stay blessed. Have a good night. Make sure you guys work out, eat healthy, pour as much as you can into becoming a better person. And we'll catch you on the next episode. Stay blessed. Christ is King.